Oh yeah, there she is. Let her sniff around a little bit at the range. Come on, Noi. There's my girl. You're getting so big, you really are. You've grown a lot since I've gotten you. Welcome to the range with us. Today we're going to be testing out a few of my handguns, my Taurus 605 and my PSA Dagger Compact. We're going to compare and contrast them side by side. And of course we brought our four-legged friend with us to get her some exposure to those firearm sounds because we planned on taking her hunting with us this season. So we don't want that spooking her or making her feel bad. Come with us on this range day. Here we go. Come on, you. Turn it down. I would stand right underneath where I'm trying to point a gun. First up, we have the PSA Compact Dagger. I have it in olive drab in the base and coyote tan in the top. I got them both at the clearance bin, so we put it together for a reasonable price. I think I put this whole pistol together for $300. It does take Glock 19 magazines, which is what PSA Compact Dagger first. Safety first. Ears on, guys. So we had 16 rounds of 9mm there, just barked down range for us. Smooth action, easy trigger press. This is pretty typical. It mocks the Glock 19 Gen 3 pretty accurately. So if you're looking for that Glock feel, maybe something a little more boxy, no safeties for that concealability, that if it is your concealed carry, you're not worried about, you know, messing with the safety when your life depends on it. It is a way to get into a Glock S frame, maybe see if you do like the Glock. Before you spend $600–700 on it, you could get one for $350–400, and that's with night sights included. Let's move over to that Taurus 605. We're gonna take a look at the Taurus 605. Mine is chambered in .357, so we get 5 shots. This thing is a freaking hand cannon. We're gonna let it eat. Here we go. As we said before, safety first, ears on. Didn't think so. You saw there with the Taurus 605, there is much more stopping power. This thing is a hand cannon. So let's get in comparing and contrasting them a little bit. What we have first is our PSA Dagger Compact. Like I said, that comes chambered in 9mm. It holds 16 rounds. So as far as affordability and price of round, this thing is more affordable, a little bit more affordable than the .357. But obviously in 9mm, we're gonna have a higher capacity, less stopping power. Another perk of the PSA Dagger is it is compatible with the Glock 3 Gen parts. So you're gonna have a lot of variability in the bells and whistles you can put on the guns as far as sights, different textures, grips, triggers, all those things. So this gun is very affordable, highly customizable, The only negative I would say is, even for being a compact, does have a decent size to it. I will take a picture and post it in this video. I'll post it right next to my wife's subcompact Springfield XD, and you will see a huge size difference. So do note, for a compact or a subcompact, it is still pretty full size. The other weapon we were looking at was the Taurus 605. This is chambered in 357 Magnum. So one of the big perks of this gun is the stopping power. I mean, if we're to, I'm gonna jump over here real quick and show you the rounds we're dealing with. 357, 9mm. So obviously, even if that person's hiding in their truck or behind the door, this will get the job done, no problems. However, the big drawbacks to the 357 are time on target. With it being a revolver, if you don't use it in half load, that trigger pull is really long. So it is a long trigger pull with a lot of recoil. So if you're not an experienced shooter, this gun can get away from you easily. Don't get me wrong, plenty of stopping power, a lot of fun, but there is a price to be paid for chambering a gun in such a big round and such a compact frame. In fact, I have already bought an aftermarket grip because the stock grip that does come on it is really small. I'm not a huge guy, and as if you can see right here, I can't even get my pinky to grab the bottom of that grip, and I'm not even a big guy. So I've got a longer grip for that gun. Don't get me wrong, this thing is a pocket of fun. If you want a gun to go out and impress your friends and get everybody to look down at you when you let a round go on the end of the range, this is that. This gun barks really loud. It does have a bite too. But as far as concealability and practicality, it is easily concealed. It's not a very big revolver, as you see. I believe it's a 2-inch barrel. It is very small. But again, 9mm, a little bit bigger, more rounds, 357, more stopping power, more concealable. If I were to pick one, I would personally go with the PSA Dagger, although I might have a little harder time concealing it if that's what I were using it for. It is a little more practical, easy to get rounds on target faster, more customizable, so you can have a little more fun with it. So don't get me wrong, the Taurus 605, for what it's built for, it is absolutely a beast. There is no extra weight to this. Don't get me wrong, it is a light gun. Like I said, all bark, no bite. But if we're talking about for practical daily use, I would definitely argue that the PSA Dagger is where the money is at. Now I'm sure you're tired of me running my mouth, so let's do what we came here to do and send some rounds down range. Here we go. All right, so to simulate the realism of maybe being in a concealed carry exchange or something like that, I've had my wife run an unknown number of rounds into this clip, and I've got another one to reload with. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how many I've got. I don't know. Here we go. Let's have some fun. One of the things I failed to mention about the Taurus 605 is the reliability of a revolver. With far less moving parts and functioning parts inside the gun, the reliability of a revolver is unmatched. So let that not go unnoted. Revolvers are very reliable and can make very consistent concealed carry weapons. That's how we do it. So do note, to get Nymeria a little bit of simulation, we're gonna fire some rounds close to her. Please know this is the only 2 rounds she experienced today this close. I don't want to blow out her hearing either. I'll be firing a 22 most times when we go hunting for squirrel and stuff like that. So this is just to get her used to being around gunfire. Here we go. She doesn't seem too fazed by it, so that's a good thing. Was a good girl. Was a good girl. So, the good thing is, Nymeria doesn't seem to be too bothered by the gunfire. I'm gonna take her back, get her in the car, get her a little more water, let her relax in that AC. It is hot out today.
Good. That was so good. That was so good. Yeah. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. Oh,
I hope you enjoyed our day at the range. We compared and contrasted the PSA Dagger versus the Taurus 605 as far as concealability and kind of practicality for carry purposes. We shot a lot of rounds. We also got Nymeria exposed to some gunfire, getting her ready for this hunting season that's coming right up. Make sure to drop down in the comment section if there's something you'd like to see us do at the range. Please let us know. We'll give it a go. Don't forget to subscribe to us to always be getting that full length content every time it drops. Remember to roam further and stay wild. We'll see you next time. Do that, dude. Why are those bags like not dropping? Grass, and once you come up, I'll know